I'm Anita, co-founder of IDonotConform.com, and you're watching GL360 TV.
Hi guys, here with us we have the founders of True Love Waits, I Do Not Conform. It's Kelechi and Kelechi's wife Anita, correct? Okay, firstly tell us about I Do Not Conform and what that is all about.
I Do Not Conform is a youth ministry, and what we're trying to do is encourage, equip, empower young people to live their life for Christ 100%, not be half and half, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but really go for it, really do exploits for God, and be proud of being a Christian, be proclaiming it wherever they go, and just feel empowered to walk their Christian walk.
Okay, and where did True Love Waits come from? Where did that theme come from?
Well, that came from the book, really, that I wrote, which is this book, Why You Should Wait, by someone who didn't. And we decided last year at Valentine's to hold an event called True Love Waits, to really just give young people the understanding of what God really says about sex and relationships, and that's where it came from, really.
Okay, would you like to tell us about the book? And it was written by you, correct?
It was written by me, and it's a bit about my experiences and what I went through as a teenager and in my early 20s. And being raised in church, you're often told things, you're told not to do stuff.
Yeah.
But no one ever tells you why, and no one ever shows you from the Bible why not to do certain things. So after I'd been through my experiences, God woke me up and said, Anita, you need to write this book. You need to tell the lies, put down in book form the lies that the devil spoke to you, and also the scriptures. You know, when Jesus was tempted by the devil after he was fasting, when he was fasting, he came against that temptation with the word of God. And so this book basically goes through the lies that the devil might tell you, like, you're nearly married, you're going out with someone, you're nearly married, it's as good as, what good is a bit of paper, what's the point of it, you might as well. But the Bible tells you differently, so that's what the book's really about.
I think it's absolutely lovely, and it's powerful that you've put down those things that, it's good that you've been obedient to what God said, and it's powerful that you've put down those things that the devil did say to you back then, and that young people can relate to what you've put in there, because just for you telling us about it now, I've started to think about, well, yes, I go through things like this, I understand what you're saying, so I'm definitely going to have to purchase one of these books to be able to help me through my Christian walk as well.
That's right.
And it's nice to know that you're not someone who's far away in America, but you're someone who's close to home, and we can definitely just pick up the phone or add you on Facebook or Twitter or whatnot and just be able to speak to you, and it's good that you can relate. Would you like to just tell us about your experiences? Because we've got Anita's experiences and it's in a book as well, which is lovely. Just tell us about your experiences.
Well, my experience is very much linked to Anita's, because when we met at university, and our story is one of church girl, road boy from Tottenham, meet at university, and I suppose we were both trying to influence each other.
Yeah.
And we got pregnant. That was the story, and it was a big deal, obviously, for for both our families and everything like that. And all of a sudden, you know, as we were 19, 19, 20, we've got a son. This time I wasn't even saved. Okay. You know what I mean? So but it's a couple of years later that I became born again, okay. and God started to work on me and change my thinking and change my way of life and everything like that. And then we got married. By the time we got married, our son, who is now people know him as Jay Vessel. I didn't make up that name. He made it up. Jay Vessel. Our son, by the time we married, our son was 4. Was 4 years old. So that's the story. Not long after we got married, we became youth leaders in this here very church, and we've been working with youth ever since. And we know what they're going through because we've been there, and it's out of our counselling sessions with them, our talking to them, our preaching at them, our saying, why don't you know, and all these things that we realised, you know what we need to do is help these people they're Christian, yeah, they come to church, yeah, but they're not really living their Christian life to the fullest. We need to teach them, and so what we're trying to do is just give them resources and equip them so that they can do that. So the book is one of the ways we're going to do that and deal with that issue of sex before marriage. And this event, True Love Waits, is all about that. So we're just going at it as hard as we can. So we've got CDs that we give away, which is a mixtape. It's the second one we've done, which is 60 minutes of gospel records, hip hop, funky house, garage, R&B, whatever. But on the topic of purity, keeping yourself, godly marriage, godly relationships and stuff like that. And so we're going to go after all the main issues that affect young people and use whatever we can, events, music, books, CDs, whatever, to help young people to not to follow what the world says, but to see what God says about it.
Okay, that's brilliant. Okay, I'm just got a question. Did you and Anita stay together when you had your first child? Did you stay together and then you got married?
No.
You didn't?
No, because after, you see, I never felt comfortable in living that life at university, and I knew that I had done wrong, and I basically went back to God, and I said to God, I remember saying to God, you know what, God, I don't want to be a single mother, but I can't be with my child's father if he doesn't love you, if he's not with you. And I had this conversation with one of my friends, saying, I used to say, hey, Kelechi, you've got to serve God, you've got to do this, you can't be doing all those things. And I said to her, should I keep nagging him? Should I keep on at him? Or should I just pray about it and leave it? And she said, Anita, just pray about it and leave it. Yeah. And I said, I'm the type of person that if I'm not doing something, I feel it's not going to get done. Yeah. But she said, just pray about it and leave it. And I did. And then, obviously, then we weren't together. I was just praying in my heart that, something would happen and that he would give his life to Christ. And it happened that he did that. We were all friends and, that, but we weren't together in a relationship. And then he gave his life to Christ, and here we are.
That's beautiful that the Lord has brought you back together, that you knew you'd done wrong, and I think maybe if you'd stayed together, there would have been some form of, I don't know, you probably wouldn't have stayed together if you had stayed after you had the baby. Do you understand what I mean? But due to you knowing that you'd done your wrongs and you separated yourself and you said, God, I'm just going to leave it in your hands, that's something that we need to do. We need to make sure that we just leave things in God's hands. So when we have our problems, it says to cast our burdens onto him. Make sure that we get ourselves in check. And I think that's brilliant that God brought you back together and that you guys are role models for us. Especially this book is a role model for us, and it's beautiful the way that you're supporting her as well. So I thank God for you, and I thank God for I Do Not Conform and True Love Waits.